really, that'd just be like annoying to have to remember that. Um, so maybe chance is fine. How do I pronounce Binri? I, yeah, that's how I pronounce Binri. If there's like a correct way to pronounce Binri, I don't know. All right, so the ones that I did know though, I think I will change vote to tilt. Uh, uh, so yeah, let's do that. I can figure out chance later. I might actually put it back to random. So like vote will go to tilt. Uh, balance will go to even, and I can figure out what random. I might maybe I'll go back to random or like I don't know. We'll see. So vote x is now tilt x. Uh, oh, I should update the document too, because this is the third set of these that I've gone through. I used to before it was like vote and balance and everything. I had like a different set of terms that I used for all of these event types. Okay, so balance is now even. Uh, Incidentally, I think even and balance were two of the original ones, and I replaced like even with balance x or something like that. Uh, Something like that. Uh, Oops. Do do do. Oh, I'm decapitalizing some of these instances of the words, but whatever. Do do do. Do 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 do. Uh, so should chance go back to random? Chance, random, random chance. It's fine either way. Uh, let's Okay, so we changed the names. I should update that document just in case. I really shouldn't be like arbitrarily changing these things. But like I was never dead set on like what these things would be to begin with. So, oh man, there's like these terms show up in a lot of places though now. So maybe I should go back to random. No, I don't like random. Chance is better, I guess. There are things I like better about random. There are things I like better about chance. So, all right, vote is now tilt. Tilt x. Uh, even. Even x. Chance. Chance. Actually, let's go to the source real quick. Define chance. Oh, luck. Luck is better. For one thing, I wanted it to be fewer characters, and I also wanted it to be like a simpler concept, like chance. Yeah, whatever. Okay. It's not like it's not that different, but luck is like perfect. Luck is like exactly what I was trying to think of. Okay. Or yeah, wait, no, we're looking for instances now of chance. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Chance, and we're changing them to luck because I wanted it to be accurate, an accurate description of like how the event type is decided or like what the event type is about. Uh, I was trying to think of a synonym that was like relatively like a simple word, something that would be like easy to type, and also just like a nice word too, like a word that people like. Like chance is a fine word. It's just like slightly weird. Like words that end in ce are like sorry. If anyone's name is Chance, or if anyone like just happens to really like words that ends with I'm not trying to be intentionally offensive or anything. I just like picking words for like as commands for like a text-based game is different than just using language because like there's you actually have to think of like the UI of these words. Like what is the user experience of like typing these words? And so luck is just I assume it's harder to typo luck than it is to typo chance. I mean, there's just fewer letters to begin with, and it's also just like a very like it hits. It's like luck. Like it has like it's very like punchy. Which maybe isn't like actually an important factor or anything, but like uh, I don't know. I like it for that reason. Look at them. They're all, oh, whoops, not tile, tilt. They're all 4 letters now. Well, 4 letters or 4 letters plus an X. Okay. Tilt, tilt X, even, even X, luck, luck X. Cool. Cool. Okay, so this is one place that I need to edit those. Or this is one place that those things appear. This is another place that those. Oh wait, no, that actually they appear multiple times in that other document, in that how to lead side quest document. So actually, I should fix it. So yeah, so now, oh yeah, this whole type 2 business. Like, let's get rid of all that stuff. And I should just start. Yeah, I should just start referring to them by name. Wow, I keep typing. Maybe tilt is easy to typo, because that's the second time in a row I've typoed it as a tile, or maybe my brain is just bad. Okay. Tilt X. Balance. I should probably not put a space here because like there's not actually a space in the command, and just for consistency. All right. So depth to number types. So this is even. Even X, or evenx, as no one should ever call it. And luck. And luck X. Oh wait, there are other references to these event types in this document. Luck X, like here for example. This event type, luck X. I should probably just let's find all references to random. Right, so this is luck. Alright, that was the only reference to it. Okay. So reference to balance. I know this is the exciting part, huh? It's like everyone's. Oh, is it weird that even an event, like, is it weird that those words are so close to each other? I guess like the word event never actually comes up in the game, so so maybe that's fine. Like the event is just what I call this system. It doesn't actually affect yeah, it doesn't actually affect or it's not actually a command. Yeah. So even X, unlike even type events. Oh, I do call it events. I do call it events in these documents. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should get rid of the word events from these documents. Event. How often? Oh no, I say event types a lot. Alright, I might want to change even. But I'll worry about that later. I'll worry about that much later. Or never. I might worry about that never instead. Tilt. Tilt X. I might even change tilt. Yeah. I'm just really changeable like that. Alright, so vote, yeah. Right, so tilt, even, wow, look at all these references. Oh, right, because I have this whole thing. Yeah, vote, oh, get rid of AKA type 2. Oh, man. It's always, oh, I deleted vote and I retyped vote. That's special. Tilt. I might as well capitalize these, because why not? Oh, this is basically the same thing as from that other document, so I could basically just copy and paste from the other document to here, but whatever. Yeah, you guys are really good. You guys are really good at this game. I'm just like watching chat out of one eye, and you have got it down. You've got it figured out. Wait, what are the other references to vote? Oh yeah, that was all of them. So how about references to balance? balance, just these, even, get rid of reference to type 4. It's just really like nostalgic to like look over all this stuff like that was set up so long ago, and like to think of everything that's changed since then. It's been a lot. It's come a long way, and I mean, on the one hand, it's a little drab to be retyping some of this stuff. When like a lot of this stuff, like I saved a lot of time back in the day by not worrying too much about a lot of these things, because I knew like there stood a very strong chance that I would be redoing a lot of this stuff. So here we are. What do I call this one? Luck. And the fun part about going back and editing some of this old stuff is that eventually, if you keep doing it, if you keep like nudging everything into place, like whenever you're inspired to change something or improve something about the project, if you keep doing that, and if you every time you get that urge, you go with it, then eventually you end up with with something really good, something that you're really proud of, something that you really like. So, okay, we finally have like enough data in the system to see how well like the stars are working, and it seems like they're actually working pretty well. Lauren still has gold stars, triple gold stars, huh? I guess that could be true. Yeah, because Lauren was playing like really hardcore earlier, so I guess he'll probably keep his gold stars for a little while longer. But yeah, okay. Like I now have a single bronze star, and like, sorry, I can't see everyone's name tag, but someone has a silver star. No, that would have to be Sogon. No, creative. That must be creative. I was like trying to deduce it from like how the karma was showing up. I think that must be creative. Okay. So let's yeah, creative. Okay. Let's yeah. So that was all. Like, oh, okay. There's one other thing I have to update. Sorry, real quick. So an event. Right, because Rubble. All right. This is. I'm pretty sure this is the last case. So so vote is now tilt. And I'm just going to clean up the formatting while I'm here. Tilt X. Even X. That's such a weird selection thing. When I click and drag here, it doesn't... Wow, that was really weird. It doesn't start like dragging it from like where I insert my cursor. It started dragging it from like the beginning of the line to where my cursor was inserted. Like, yeah. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Or sometimes it just tries to drag the whole thing. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever, man. Okay, vote is tilt. Vote X is tilt X. I'm gonna, yeah, like there were some cases where there's some cases where I would put a space between the word and the letter X, but I think I don't want to reinforce that. I just want to always, like, wherever I'm showing it, like I'll capitalize the X because capitalization doesn't hurt anything, but I won't put a space there because a space actually can, like if you tried to put a space in the command when using it like in the game, it wouldn't read it correctly. So, I mean, I could have it so it strips out space characters when trying to. Oops, I just retyped balance. I could have it just strip out space characters, I guess. Like, just find replace space characters with, like, not space characters. But for now, it's simple enough to just stay consistent about that messaging, and then hopefully players will understand how that works. So, yeah. Good. All right, so that's all. That's all. Those are all the docs. I'm pretty sure. Submit an event, outreach. Yeah, that's all. It's all good. Oh yeah, that was stuff from before. Okay, good. So I didn't have to change the data format yet, but we have updated the script so that it can accommodate the new data format as soon as I'm ready to pull the throw the switch there. Right. So now, I mean, I guess I might as well start adding in the new event type, archery. So where was it? It was like, I don't know, like luck spelled correctly. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should add a button for it on the event type on the control panel. Sure. Why not? So I'll just add a new line. It'll be so this will be oh, all these like type 0, type 1. I should probably update these. Yeah, so it'll be yeah, sorry, just real quick. Type luck, type luck, type luck X, type luck X, type tilt, type tilt, type tilt X, type tilt X, tilt X, even spelled correctly, type even, type, oh, oops, I forgot to delete the 4 here, type even X, type even X. Okay, so type 5, this will be called type archery. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we already have type free down here. So, yeah, maybe I should kick multi onto a new line and put, yeah, I'll put, oh, free is next to, okay, so I'll put adlib and multi on the same line, and I'll put free and archery next to each other for now, I guess. Because why not? I guess this will just like continue to grow. I mean, it might be at some point that I need to like rearrange how like how this UI works, because like right now it looks like, so we have like well, I changed the names of these, so it'll actually instead it'll show like vote X, etc, etc, or like, you know, the correct names, luck X, etc, etc. And then so yeah, so free, I'll move adlib and multi down to the same line for now, and just put archery and free next to each other. So yeah, so this will actually go here, and so this will be on row 6, and this will be row 6, column 1. This will be row 7, column 0, and this will be column span 1, column 1. Okay, so now those will all be various places and stuff. And so all right, where else do we reference these types? So yeah, sure, might as well have event names, index archery equals 7. We can add archery here. Again, this part is actually like a lot of this is going away, but for now. Okay. And then, okay, so this is where we process events. And like in this, like for processing archery, we probably just won't. There's no point in processing archery. Process events is just how we keep track of like how the event is going before the event is completed, but that has like the ongoing state of the event has nothing to do with the outcome of the event, because like whereas in with most events, like the event opens and then it plays out, and then at the mid time the event type is locked in, and then beyond the mid time to the end of the event, like it's all about like, you know, like reaching the objective for that event type. Here it's very different. It's like three smaller events like all in a row, and it's the same event three times in a row, and it's like yeah, it's just gonna have a very different pace. Like we will have to like the only times that we actually have to process the event it will be the only time that we actually have to process the event will be uh, at those three junctures where we take the player input and we figure out the result. Uh, yeah. Um, so I probably do want another tableau now that I think about it. I think I want a tableau of the arrow like flying through the air. No, is that quite right? Um, well, yeah. So the thing is, like, oh no, you know what I'll do? I'll just make sure the data gets there well in advance. Because like, what could happen is hypothetically, if the data takes too long to get from the data thread to the graphics thread, it's like, what does the graphics thread show at that point? Like, the graphics like until it can show the results of like the arrows hitting the targets and the percentages, um, it has to just kind of like hang out. And so if the data thread is like if for whatever reason like the data thread just gets backed up or like the messaging system gets like really long such that it's difficult to get that data across, then that would be difficult. Uh, I guess we can worry about that when we get there. And like my fallback plan can just be to just like arbitrarily show like whatever tableau. The thing is like it'll help to have them like transitioning a little bit at like a snappier pace. So maybe instead of just going like tableau instead of just like showing from the like right now it shows the aiming, it shows the long view, it shows the close up, and then it shows the results hypothetically. Maybe instead it'll go like aiming, long view, close up, long view, close up, long view. You know, like it can kind of like bounce between those two for like an indeterminate amount of time. Then the alternative would be I could have like the arrow flying through the air as one of the tableaus, but like that one would be especially awkward to show for too long, because like uh, I could show it flying through the air in slow motion. Um, I guess. um, I could do like a time dilation thing, and that would just add suspense, maybe. I don't know. Again, like there are things that we can do in these situations. So let's not get hung up on that for now. So where do we call process event? Because like now, yeah, we'll probably want now that we have like you know these different event types, we might want like an event like category type or something because like there are gonna be there are gonna be a lot of things that we do like if the event type is like all of the classic event types, then like we'll want to do these things. Like we'll basically want to split on like super type or something like that. Like so much of what we're doing right now, we only really do if it's that traditional event type. So uh I mean the other thing I could do is like I could change like the current event type, instead of making archery another one of these event types, I could make archery like I could make another category. Like I could come up with like a single term for like what these classic like maybe classic events or something. I don't know. Um, or like story events or something. Well, no, that doesn't really distinguish it. Um, yeah, because like there's basically going to be so much commonality between those events and what we like literally the entire game was built around those event types so far. So yeah, all right. So no matter how we're arranging the details, we will want to have to our definition of an event. We will want to have not create event. To the definition of our event, we'll want no, not delay event. Yeah, to the definition of our event. Wait, was that? No, I thought it was capitalized or something. Uh, uh, so let's huh. Now everyone has gold stars. Maybe that's true. Hold on, wait. I think we don't we print out the I'm just like watching the stars, like seeing how they change. I think we actually print out the energy data. So I think we should be able to check like whether these energy values actually make sense. Is are these them? Are just these plain numbers? Are these the energy values? No, that can't be right. There are four of them. But then like no, like okay, so it kind of makes sense that yeah, if I mean if two of them are 2.16 and 2.15, then those two players should both have gold stars. But if one of them is 1.57, oh maybe these are the old energies. Because before that event, this would have made sense because two people had gold stars, one person had silver stars. So maybe it is that like maybe everyone has like like everyone has like almost exactly like 2.0 ish because like these ones came down and this one went up or something. Um, huh. Um, it could be working. I didn't expect so many gold stars, like so many triple gold stars. Like gold star is fine, but triple gold, like maybe I should change the boundaries on that real quick. I'm not gonna restart the script or anything, but energy, energy, yeah, energy percentiles. So let's bring it up to like 0.98, because like the top player will still have gold stars, and we can bring this up to like 0.92. Grade inflation. Oh my gosh, or no, this is grade deflation technically. This can be 0.8, and this can be not 0.2, sorry, 0.92, this is supposed to be. 0.8, so that's a drop down of 12, so 8 minus 12 is 68. And then this can be like 0.5, and this can be, this might be too strict. 6.8, 8.5 minus 18 would be 30, 32. That might be fine. That's a pretty broad range. Hey, there's a new follower sound. Blackside, 921, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, I guess yeah, maybe I'll tighten the gold stars, but then spread out the silver stars a little more. I don't have to be that stingy with the silver stars. Oh, actually, no. You know what? No, I'll change the, Right. Actually, yeah. Okay, so this is this is point, 2, and then this is a difference of 0.6. So, maybe I'll just make triple stars really hard to get. No, this is fine. Maybe I'll make triple stars a little harder to get than like regular stars. Like across the board. Although that seems weird, a little bit. Nah, the rest of it's fine. I'll see how this feels, and then I can always change it later if I want to, or I could just always add in platinum stars. I don't know. We'll see. It's just that gold stars were supposed to be like a big distinction, so. I mean, I could make it so that literally only the top player has gold triple stars. I mean, by putting it at the 98th percentile, it's like I'm almost doing exactly that. Maybe I'll put it at like 985. I mean, I could just put it at like the 99th percentile. Maybe I'll put it at the 99th percentile. No, that's too stingy. I'll put it at 98, and then this is probably fine. All right. Sorry. 90th percentile. That's good. That's fine. It just if everything's working correctly and like three players just happen to have like because it was at the 95th percentile. So like the fact that three players are in the 95th percentile, that is kind of outstanding. That was really impressive, I guess. Yeah, okay. So let's good job to all of you who have triple gold stars right now. You are all excellent at this game. All right, what was I actually working on? Right, so event has type. I'm just gonna add like super type for now, I guess. Super type equals blank, and then yeah. So Uh, so let's go up to event name, dictionary event name list and stuff like that, and then we'll have event names classic equals this list here, and so someone will say right. So now when we're setting the event type, we'll say if the event type is in the classic type, then we'll set the event type as classic. So so event, or so wait, what was it? So type equals right. So new ev type equals blah blah blah. So then we'll say if yeah, for now we'll just say if new ev dot type in event. Oh yeah, I guess we need like global event event name is classic. Oh, I need to define it higher up in order to reference it here. No, it'll be defined by the time we get here. Right. Or do you have to? I have like a special section for like tkinter stuff. Do I have to move this? I might need to move event names classic into the special tkinter section. Or else I could just do this elsewhere, but whatever. Global of. No, I could just. No, you know what? No, I'll just do this in init event, right? Because this all goes through init event. It's going to be the exact same in init event. So, yeah. And there's no reason to do this before we init the event. There's a lot of stuff I could do that with, actually. Probably. We'll see. So yeah, let's go. Well, yeah, so we won't worry about it here. So we'll set the type, etc., etc. What is this? This is also. Is this an event? Yeah. No. No. This is oh, this is like event midtime or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So super type. Okay. Type. That's environment. That's not the same thing. Is this an event? No. No, this is when we're loading it. Oh yeah, so when we're loading it, we'll want to do that too. So, oh yeah. Oh, that's why it's redundant to do it in an event, because like, no, I'll just put in an else case to the prescripted events. Yeah. Okay, so event name type equals, so yeah, so if events index name dot type in event type, no, event name name's classic, then events index name dot supertype equals classic. Else, for now, I mean, we might come up with a like another supertype that has subtypes. But for now, I'm just gonna free sprite maker that works with Unity. Ooh, well, so for one thing, I hate to break it to you, but 2D in Unity is not the best thing in the world. So, whoa, wait a second. Oh, no, sorry. I thought there was a bad seam in the environment in the background because there's like a jagged piece sticking out of the forest, but I think there's actually just a jagged piece sticking out of the forest. Right. So sorry. Right. So I just had to give the caveat that like 2D in Unity is a little hardcore, but I do have some recommendations for sprite makers. I don't use any of them myself because I like oh, actually no, you said sprite. You didn't say pixel art. For pixel art, or for the sprites in my game, I actually just use paint.net, which is not the best free one, right? So I'll be like upfront with you. Like, it's not, if you're looking for literally the best, This is not it. It's entirely free. It's entirely usable. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say GIMP is the best one. So I do also have GIMP. I don't use it personally, but I'll say GIMP is the best free sprite maker. If you're talking specifically about pixel art, though, I do have some other recommendations, which are Pixel PYXEL. Is that one of them? Pixel Edit. This is one that came highly recommended to me. I was considering doing pixel art, but I instead went with like a softer, more illustrated style. Um, so I didn't end up using it, but Pixel Edit came highly recommended to me. It's a little bit older. Oh yeah, so the caveat with Pixel Edit is that it's beta, right? So it's a little buggy from what I've heard, but it's very well featured. Graphic Scale is another common one. It's a little bit older, but it is classic. They probably worked out a few more of the bugs. So wait. You said free, and I don't think either of these are free. So never mind. Let's just pretend I said GIMP, and then we all moved on to to other things. How's that? Um, yeah, GIMP is great because it's very well featured, and it's really powerful, super free, and I'm sure you can do a lot of great things with it. I could probably do a lot of great things with it if I used it more often. Right now, the only reason I actually have it installed is because you can make GIFs with it, and it can just do a lot of stuff. It can do a lot of great stuff. I'm just so familiar with Paint.net at this point that I've been sticking with it. But okay. So the else case I'm gonna say is that events name supertype. Oh wait, classic is not supposed to have that. The alternative to right, yeah, so like I was saying before, I might eventually make a supertype that has different subtypes, but for now I'm just gonna say that if it's not classic supertype, then we'll just use, because right now it's just either classic or archery, right? So I do plan on adding more, and maybe someday I'll add one with different subtypes, and I'll have to rethink some of the stuff. But yeah, no, for now this is fun. And then so the other place, so this is where we load event data. The other place that we want to do this is when we init event. Oh, and actually I might not even catch it if I just look for references to type equals. Curtev.type equals suffix command. Right, so this is, we call it, oh. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. When we init event, oh. Yeah, how are we going to do that now that I think about it? Because the event is flexible. The event type is flexible. Like when I use my secret control panel, I specify the event up front. I specify the event type up front, but the ChatGM doesn't really. The ChatGM doesn't specify the event type until later on. So I guess So where is the best place to initialize that then? Maybe it is in that. Maybe I should do it up top. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's gonna be some like ramifications of that because like right now like all of these event types are compatible. So like I can actually change the event type while the event is running. Like I can specify it up front and then. Oh maybe this control panel should get like dynamic or something. Like maybe I should make it so that like you just choose the super type on this control panel, and then like once you choose the super type, then it reveals the subtypes, or something like that. Or like the subtypes are dynamic, so like once first you choose the super type, and then there's a separate. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out at some point, but maybe I should just change it so that on the control panel I specify super type. I guess we'll see. So all right, let's set the super type up front. For like the secret control panel. Huh. Yeah, no, for the ChatGM, well, it'll have to be when it'll have to be with the heart command. Like the heart command, this will have to be where we do it. Okay, so we do have new ev. Yeah, you know what? I mean, the I guess part of the reason I don't know how to set this the super type for the ChatGM is that I don't even know what the ChatGM's command is to initiate a super type other than archery. Uh, I think it might be something other than Hark. Like it might be a command other than Hark. Um, so for now, I'll just make it so that when the ChatGM uses the Hark command, it creates a new event of supertype. So we'll just say new ev dot supertype uh, equals classic. Um, it might be that we come. Yeah, it might be that Hark. Yeah. Well, okay. If we're not going to use Hark, then what are we going to use instead? Are we going to use like more silly commands or? Hmm. I like silly commands. Archaic, archaic words. I think this is the site that we've been using for all of archaic words so far. Abaft. That's a great word. I should, if we ever have a sailing super type, then you did it, you guys. You saved the kitties. Uh, um, oh, you've been working on the first part of converting this model. First part being conversion and optimization of the actual mesh itself. You believe you've managed to optimize this model by an additional 1,000 triangles. Wow. That's a lot of triangles. You murdered 1,000 triangles. You murder. No, I'm just kidding. Good job. Uh, that sounds like a lot of progress. I like I said, I've never really been super into 3D modeling, but I saw someone doing a 3D modeling stream, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I don't know, just like something about it made it look so interesting and like fun, and like I just really, it's like I had to. I was like, I want to be a 3D artist. Like, forget everything. I'm a 3D artist now. um, oh, an additional 1,000 more than the original optimization process. That's wow. What did you just like cut off the head? Did you like cut off all the arms and legs and it's just a torso now? um, it's a great way to lose weight too. All right, so if we're gonna use like a silly word, what silly word are we gonna use? It should be uh, maybe a new silly word isn't the right way to go. But yeah, since we changed like we very much changed how chat GMs initiate an event. So like I was just thinking like what if so right now like chat GMs can initiate an adlib event by not inputting any action tags. What if an adlib event could be converted into an archery event? So what if oh, but then I would have to change it so that Trusty Bard doesn't say choose your own action tags when an adlib event happens, because it might not necessarily be an adlib event. Um, so I could just make it so that the absence of action tags doesn't automatically make it an adlib event. Maybe the adlib event, maybe just by not. Okay, so maybe like yeah, so maybe it's not different than Hark. Maybe it's like I mean, I could literally just I could have it so that like if there are action tags, then we check if there are the right number of action tags and we make it an event that blah blah, etc., etc. I could just make it so that if the word archery appears anywhere in the text, then instead of being an ad lib event, it becomes an art. That's a little bit like, it's a little bit dangerous because like, what if the GM wanted to make an ad lib event and just happened to use the word archery? Like, I like that approach in that it's like it's easy. It's just super easy, like when you're trying to use it. But it's it's just slightly dangerous. So that seems kind of fine though. It kind of seems okay to me. I don't know. Um. Hmm. Hmm. I guess. So maybe I should change the definition of ad lib. Maybe and actually if I did that then no, I was gonna say if I did it that way then I could have it so that like an ad lib event could get converted into an archery event like at like basically any time. Oh, have we had another event? Oh yeah, we had the kitty event. Okay, so Lauren has 3 bronze. Hmm. It seems like people never have silver stars. It seems like it's always ever gold. I mean, we did see a silver star earlier. So maybe I need to broaden the threshold of silver stars or something. Because actually, I think I contracted the threshold of silver stars. Um, yeah, sorry, this is neither here nor there, but I'm going to change the thresholds again real quick. So this is going to be from 92 down to 75. And that adds an extra 10 down here, so this will be down to 58. Wait, but this threshold was around 58 before, so this doesn't actually broaden the threshold that much. I think it used to be... No, this does. No, because it used to be 95, 90, 0.8, 0.6. Oh yeah, it doesn't really broaden it by that much. So I guess... Oh yeah, okay, wait, no. So we'll keep this as We'll keep this as 0.8, and then we'll bring this down to like 0.5. Right, because I did say I was going to make the triple thresholds like narrower than the right, so this can't be 0.5. This will be 0.35, and this will be like 0.1. Because it's okay if this threshold is really wide. The threshold for oh, so actually this should be like maybe this will be wait, hold on. 0.92 down to 8 and down to 0.5. Maybe this should be like No, I do want this... right, the whole point of this is to make silver broader. So... Wait, this is this one is 3 times as wide as this one. Maybe I should be doing this by like... Maybe I should be doing this by like offsets rather than by like sums. But then like, so this is a difference of 0.12. 0.12 times 3 would be 0.34. So that's close actually, because this is 0.3 rather than 0.34. So that's actually pretty close. And then what is this? This is a difference of 0.15. 0.15 times 3 would actually be So I could just make this one 0. And like that would actually be pretty close. So this would be like anyone with any amount of energy has a bronze star. So basically, like, once you get a bronze star, you, like, never lose your bronze star, basically. Or I could just make it, like, basically impossible to lose your bronze star. I can make it, like, 0.5, or, like, 0.3 or something like that, 0.2. So, like, you can technically lose your bronze star eventually, but it's, like, really difficult. Yeah, thank you, Blackside. I hope to see you again sometime. Yeah, this is probably fine. The bronze star is pretty subtle, so I could even make it slightly more subtle. Oh no, you know what I should do with like the bronze star? Is I should move it like down slightly. I mean, it is slightly down from like it is lower, but it feels like it should be like even lower. I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe I should change the energy fade rate actually. Maybe I should crank this up a little bit. Yeah, maybe it'll be like Excuse me, sorry. Maybe, yeah, no, I think this, okay, I think we're getting close to like the right range, but I don't think it's like quite there yet. So I'm gonna put this at like 0.81. Major change. Uh, so there's a difference of 0.11. So 0.11 times 3 is 0.33. So this would be 0.48. Wait, this is, oh, but if this is a difference of like point, hey, wait, so maybe, actually, maybe I'll put this, like, maybe this will just be 0.1. So this will be 8.2. This will be 0.52, which, yeah, no, I guess this doesn't really hit the goal of, like, broadening the silver thresholds. Um, yeah, I should stop, like, clinging to this, like, notion of, like, the ratios between, like, the three. Well, I mean, it does make sense if the triple star is, like, a third as an arrow as the single star, because then the single star would be three times as wide. So it's like three and three, like three stars. I don't know. Um, uh, well, so these are probably fine thresholds. So I'll put this up to like point 37, and then this can go up to oh, so that actually works at this rate, at this range. And then I think I will crank this up slightly. I'll put it to like 0.6. Or like, I might try it at 0.5. Now that I changed the threshold so much, I might try this at 0.5. This means that your energy fades by 1/2 every round. So to keep your energy up, you have to be participating, which was kind of the goal. Because if you're not participating, I don't know. I can play with it. Again, like we don't have like the exact right data to figure out exactly like how this all should work, but you know we're getting there. Okay, so let's do what? Uh, you're using Blender's decimate modifier to optimize the mesh. You can not only apply the decimate modifier to the mesh that already has shape keys in order to get around this, you're actually making a clone of the model in its unoptimized and shape keyed state. Then you remove all the shape keys from the original, apply the decimate modifier to optimize all of the mesh except the shape key. Whoa. Whoa. That is intense. I decimate. Does decimate actually reduce it by 1/10? Because that'd be cool if it did. Um, I've never used Blender. I've never, like I said before, I've never used Blender to like that extent. I would if I was doing 3D stuff. Like when I did 3D stuff in the past, I did use Blender. Although I tried to use it again recently, and like they changed so much. Like I like did not recognize it when I tried to use it again. I was able to make a octahedron, which was good because that's what I needed for the project that I was working on. But in terms of like anything beyond that, oh, I also made a tetrahedron. Um, a regular tetrahedron, no less. I did the math, and all right. Yeah, so 4 triangles, right? That's pretty good, right? I got my mesh optimized all the way down to 4 single triangles. I think that's like, I think four is the fewest triangles you can have to actually represent a three-dimensional shape, right? Because with 3 triangles, well, I guess you could represent like a non-whole. Like with three triangles, you could represent like something that would be empty on like one side. But anyways, um, all right. So I think I like the idea of the archery thing. So yeah. So let's instead of just yeah. So we're not going to come up with a new silly term. It's going to be that if we would declare this event to be ad lib, instead we check if yeah. So uh, so where do we declare this to be ad lib or not? Ad lib, yeah. Uh, uh, Right. So now we'll say if archery in what is this text? The this text is top clean or something like that. Top clean. Source split one. I guess source split one is fine. Yeah. So if archery in source split one, then new ev dot super type equals archery else new ev oh wait, yeah, this is actually supposed to go, the whole ad lib stuff is actually supposed to go in here. Then new ev dot super type equals classic and yeah. So this is all the stuff that we do for the ad lib case, and then so we also say new ev supertype equals classic in this case, because this is the case where there were this is the non ad lib case of the classic supertype. Yeah. Okay. Being able to select the actual shape key deformed vertices this time around, you didn't have to rule out as many vertices from the decimate optimization. I'm just reading what you're typing. Like, I understand that you're saying words and they probably mean something, and I'm also just kind of like, it's in one of those situations where I'm like, yeah, cool, all right, because it sounds cool. I don't understand exactly what you're saying, but it sounds cool, and it sounds like you're accomplishing a lot, so good job. um, I really don't mean to belittle what you're doing. I just like, if anything, I mean to like to acknowledge that like you seem to have quite a grasp on what you're doing, because it certainly exceeds my understanding of that sort of thing. Partly because, like I mentioned, I haven't used the tool in like ages. I haven't used the tool seriously in like ages. But no, it sounds like you're making progress. So thumbs up, gold star, banana sticker. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. So for so I think I will just like for the secret panel, I'm just gonna I yeah, no, what am I gonna do with the secret panel? I guess no, I should I could redefine adlib. I could just change the name adlib to something else. And like I could change adlib to basically something to acknowledge that like I could follow the same rules basically. Like I could, for my secret panel, I could make it so that I have to use the word archery in order to initiate archery. Although I tend to do things a little safer on my secret panel, because like archery is like prone to typos. Like if you typo the word archery, like it won't recognize the word archery is in it, and it would create an adlib event instead of creating a an archery event. But I wonder what I can do with tkinter with respect to, if I ran the script right now, would it run, or am I in like a weird state where it doesn't actually even? Oh, colon. Yeah. And here as well. Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like, if I'm going to start hacking at... Okay, so... Whoa. Alright, so it crashed pretty fast. Partly because I'm not defaulting the, like, all these, yeah. So this is all... Oh, I wish it would, Oh, these both say even X. Oh, because I never changed the text. Okay, so... Right, I just wanted to get it to, like, run a little bit, because I wanted to see... I wanted to be able to iterate on, like, this control panel to see what stuff, etc., etc. What is this? Oh. Event type count index event. Yeah. So I guess event type count should be a dictionary now. Uh, I guess. Or no, for now I can just say event names. Event names index cur wait, hold on. How's this go? Events. Yeah. Uh, event names index events name dot type, etc., etc. And I guess technically I should expand this list to accommodate the other event types that don't exist yet but could exist at some point. Alright, so oh yeah, I still need to default to a different value for for these. Um, I mean, I could leave it like that because it's a little jarring to see all of those radio buttons checked all at the same time. But I don't even know what that means actually. So let's so what was that? That was like pev type. I think that was pev type. We just need to initialize pev type to something meaningful. Pev type. Pev type string var. Where do we initialize this? Variable pev type. Oh yeah, right. So the so value even yeah, this one we need to change to archery. Although yeah, now I might make it so that adlib and archery are like a different thing. So if anything, multi goes more with like the traditional event type or the classic event type, because multi has nothing to do with archery. Like multi means nothing in the context of archery. So yeah. So right, that was one thing I was gonna do is tkinter. I was gonna yeah. So tkinter hide show widget. I guess. Is there a way to make a widget not visible? Yeah, I basically want to like hide the ones that are not relevant, I guess. Oh, here we are. Pack forget and grid forget. Grid forget, sure. Remove this widget from the grid manager. The widget is not destroyed and can be displayed again by grid or any other manager. Okay. Okay. How do I show it again? Like grid for forget, cool. But how do I show it again when I want to show it again? Grid forget. Oh, that's the same page. Yep, that's the exact same page. How do I bring it back? How do I bring it back when I want it back? Alright, well... Oh, yeah, nah. Let's, well, okay. tkinter hide show widget, is there a better answer? I want a different answer. I don't think that's exactly what I was looking for. Unless maybe the full explanation of like maybe like this. Oh wait, okay. Oh, buttons, yeah. I mean like yeah, that's the thing though, is that I don't want the I don't want the I don't want it to be a button. I want it to be like based on like one radio button, or like one based on the state of like two radios, like or like one set of radios. Then I want the rest of the form to like propagate accordingly. So like one of the radios would be like classic versus archery, and then if classic is selected, then it shows like the rest of that stuff, and then I basically want the I mean. I think tkinter is like, I don't know. Uh, oh, so simple grid will put it back without having to respecify all of the options. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Advantage. Oh, another option is to take advantage of the stacking order of widgets. You can use the lower method to hide the widget behind its parent and lift to raise it above it. Really? Uh, how does that work? Um, I mean, no, this is. I mean, it's probably fine. It's probably like I could. I could just add in the radio buttons and then just have to remember. I guess I'm just like. It's not in my nature to remember to use things correctly. It's like more in my nature to make it so that it's harder to use things incorrectly. Uh, I really trust myself to accidentally mess this up at some point. I believe that I can, if I try hard and I put my mind to it, I can easily mess this up, which is just annoying to me. Or just like I don't want it to be easily mess upable. So, I mean, apparently, like if I like dug in and like did like a bunch of like acrobatics and tkinter, like I could probably accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. But like I'm also starting to think like just reading over this stuff, I'm starting to think like maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I'd be happier off just not even worrying about it, just doing other things instead. So, hmm. Uh, yeah, for now, I'm just gonna. I don't know. Yeah, I guess like I could just put in a different button for archery events. It could just be like this the initiate event button could just have a different button for make archery happen. Cause like because the other thing is like with archery events, like you don't declare when they start and when they end. You just initiate an archery event and then it plays out the same every time. And so like the hmm, I could do it as a command instead. Like I don't need a button for it at all. I could just say I could just have the commands like so the like I could just have it like archery and then like the arch the like because there can still be text for the event. So oh, actually that's important to remember because like the way I'm laying out those percentages to show on the bottom of the screen, I think I'm not accounting for text to scroll over that. So I might want to move the percentages to like the top corners of those things or something because yeah, I hadn't really been picturing it with the and like in general, I'll want to keep track of the fact that there can be text scrolling along the bottom of the screen. So yeah, that'll be important to bear in mind. Excuse me. Um, that is a lot of triangles that you've gotten rid of, Colt Zero. You were like, I was trying to think of something clever, some clever way to describe your massacre of triangles, but no, you're just destroying them. Thousands of triangles screaming out in pain, and then silence. um, yeah, I might just do the archery command for now, which changes a lot. Uh, huh. But it kind of makes sense in a lot of ways. So yeah, maybe I should just get rid of this archery, whatever. Put things back to how they were. With that part of the interface, I mean there might be other event types for which I will want to there might be other event types for which I'll actually want to uh, have like that UI and like have like other buttons I can like click and toggle and stuff like that. For now though, I'm not gonna worry about it. So yeah, let's get rid of that. How did we have this before? We had free and adlib on the same row, and then we had multi before it or after it. Excuse me. So the only difference was that this was on row 6. I don't know. I don't know why I'm specifying the column span. In this case, we'll specify the column span because yeah, I think that was like the only difference. So if you're on this version, oh, wait. Oh, adlib and multi were on the same line? Oh yeah, why wouldn't they be? Wait, really? No, no, free. Wait, what did I get? What happened to free? There used to be a free button. Did I accidentally? No, free's here. Oh, I'm sitting on top of it. Whoops. Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what it's talking about like showing and hiding. Is like, you can put things on top of things and they basically disappear. All right, well. Okay, yeah. It just disappeared because, yeah. Right, so how do I get so pev type, tkinter string var, how do I initialize pev type to be something, like to give it a default value, like, because I used to have it default just to 0 or something, and now and now that doesn't seem to happen anymore. I don't know why. I don't know how I really set that up. Oh, no. Oh, well, okay, for one thing, this is supposed to be free, not -1. There are several reasons it's not supposed to be -1. I'm gonna capitalize these for no particular reason. Just for readability, I guess. Pretty much everything else is capitalized, so so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world if all those buttons like start all weirdly highlighted or whatever. It is weird though. So yeah, how on earth was I defaulting pev type to like some number? Oh, well, I mean, I guess I can just say, if it's not doing it automatically, I can just say, pev type dot set luck. I think actually I'll default it to like free or whatever. That should do it, right? Yeah. Okay. So now some value. Maybe maybe it used to be the case that I wish they would like. I wish they were lined up better. They're all like wobbly, wiggly now. Whatever. I don't care. The okay. So right. So now oh yeah. Okay. So I guess we just won't even call like the create event business. I mean, I kind of do want to call create event. Actually, okay, so maybe I'll say, like create event, I'll have, it'll take a type, right? So create event type. And so, so in this case, it'll just be classic. And then, right, so we'll add in a command for like archery. And, I can go like wherever, I guess. So, well, I'll just, yeah, I don't know. I'll just put it wherever. So elif comlines index 0 equals archery. I guess exclamation point archery. Then we'll say create event archery. Yeah. Because so much of what we do in create event, we will still want to do in create event, but I guess the difference will be, yeah, right. So for one thing, when we get the event text, we'll want to, oh yeah, oh yeah, so it is a little awkward to put the it is a little awkward to put the command there because then when we like count the text and stuff, we have to like trim out. So for count characters, Triocalypse. Miles, you are more clever than I am. Good job. uh, uh, yeah, so when we count characters, we can just account for that, I guess. Well, then we'd have to have like a list of commands, um, which is fine, because then we could just check. Actually, that would make things simpler in some ways, because yeah, command texts. Wait, we already do command texts. Oh, we already count for command texts. So hey, how about that? What do we do with command text? We just like temporarily remove it. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Okay. Command text equals blank. If the length of merge text is greater than 0 and merge text index 0. Yeah. Okay. So cool. We handle this already. Like yeah. So I guess what we do like with count characters like we can like type text here, and then if we hit this count characters button, it'll tell us how long is our text. And the reason it tells us that is because if we exceed 140 characters, then it'll actually line break the text for us. So now it breaks it inserts this break here, and it tells us that the first one is 138 characters, and after that it's 34 characters. So I guess like hypothetically, if this is like for roll commands, it oh, okay. Wait, why did it change the length of things? That doesn't seem right. Wait, it used to be 138, 34. How did it shorten it? Like, if I add characters, it shouldn't shorten it. If I say roll, 138 plus 34, 136 plus 23, where are these characters going? Um... so it's clearly not doing it correctly, but hypothetically, what it's doing is it's ignoring that command at the start. Why is it doing that? So right now it's cutting off at air j, and if we say like roll, it goes beyond air j. But like, wait, how many characters is this actually? Like, is it just wrong? Is it just flagrantly incorrect about how many characters there are here? Oh no! Do you know what it is? It's because roll is a bad example. Because in the example of roll, there's a second term, and it omits both of those terms. Wait, so okay, so no, it should be like bonus. That's a better example. Right. So it still says 138, 34. Okay. Yeah, no, roll was like I was like, wait, how's that possible? But it was like it was thinking that this word was like the roll, part of the roll command. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually kind of smart how that works. So like if I say archery here, it doesn't know what archery means, but it still knows not to count those characters. So that's clever of me. I set myself up for success, I guess. Excellent. Great. Fantastic. Smashing. Good show. Oh, I will still have to cut out the archery words in the same way. I'll have to cut out the word archery in the case of this event, because previously for all the events that we were setting up, like previously it would be an event if there was no command at the beginning of that line. So yeah. Oops, let's get rid of this stuff. We don't need this here. Okay. Yeah, cool. So create event. Yeah. So I guess like yeah, it's basically just those things. I think. So like evtext. Yeah, where do we do pevtext get? Because now when we do pevtext get, we'll want to make sure that we get rid of those. Okay. Yeah, so there's no midtime. If event on equals 0. Yeah. Yeah, there's no midtime for an archery event, so that doesn't mean anything. Thank you, creative. You are so kind. Um, so, let's, yeah. Okay, there's no conclude event and there's no event on, so we don't have to worry about those. So actually, if event on equals 0, yeah, so actually we can just say else here. Oh, but there was an else case. No, there wasn't. There was no, this was the else case. Oh, conclude event was the else case, yeah. So we'll say, actually we'll say else if, right. We'll say else if, type, equals, classic. Right, because classic is the only one that really has like the midtime and the conclude event situation. So only if the event type is classic does that even matter. And then we can have an else that like, nah, I'm not going to bother with an else for that. Oh, right. Okay, so the things that will change is that, so we won't automatically, right, when we do this stuff, we change the, oh no, we don't. Okay, I was gonna say we change like so the create event button changes to say, instead of create event, it says call midtime, and then after we call midtime, it says conclude event, and then it like cycles through like that. But that happens at event initialization, I think. So we don't have to worry about that yet. Right, so pev.get, we do pev.get in both these cases. So because we do it in both these cases, what we can do is say here, we can just say here, evtext, so we can say if evtext, we'll just do the same thing that we do in the count characters section. If evtext index 0, if the first character of evtext equals the command symbol, we will say that. What do we do in the count characters? We say that like, so space pause equals flibbity bing bong. No. Oh, I guess we do technically want to check if the length of this text is non-zero. So if if the length of EV text is greater than 0, and what would we do if the length of EV text is 0? I guess we just don't really do anything. Yeah, we just kind of let it roll, which is weird, but whatever. Hey, legendary Nerdoxin! Congratulations on level 16. So let's yeah, copy what we have down here, because it is the correct thing to do in this situation. Space position is we look for the first space. Oh yeah, and then we do different things for like if roll. Like this, right, this is what we were triggering before. That was like making it think that the second word is also supposed to be part of the command. But no, all we have to do is, yeah, it's really simple. Oh right, and so since we, huh. Wait, what do we do with command text ultimately? Where's the part that we cut command text out? Because we clearly cut command text out in order to count the length and blah, blah, blah. Where's that part happen? Command text equals merge text. Oh, command text. No? Oh, yeah, here we go. Merge text. Okay, merge text equals. Yeah. The space position plus one. Okay, so this is what we want to do. So yeah. So for starters, because we don't have, like, unlike roll commands, we don't have like any special additional blah 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 whatever. We can actually just say quite succinctly that evtext equals evtext indexed from the find location of the first space character plus one. Yeah. Indexed to the end. Okay, so cool. That's very simple. Very to the point. So evtext. What happens if there is no? Oh, right. If there is no space character, it returns -1, and in that case, we'll index it from 0 to the end, and that's actually valid also. Although, if there's no space character, we don't necessarily want to do that. If there's no space character, wait, what do we do down here? What do we do? Like, what happens if? Wait, actually, I won't use the script that's running. I'll run a copy of the script. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I don't think I'm ready to run a copy of the script because I think I left a slightly gawky statement here. All right, so let's yeah. What happens if wait? Oh, I didn't indent this? Yeah, no, I didn't indent this. This is supposed to be indented. Whoops. All of this is supposed to be indented. Right? Yeah. Huh. That's weird. The rest of it's indented. I just forgot to indent that part, I guess. Alright, whatever. Okay, So, yeah, what happens if I just say, like, roll, and then I count characters? Oh, it eats it. That's creepy. Alright, so it was like, it can't be doing the right thing there. Like, why would it, how would that work? But it doesn't work. It eats it. So, that's what happens if roll. What about, like, bonus? Does it eat that too? Oh, it eats everything except for the B. That's creepy. So I guess I might as well fix that. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is creepy. So, right. So space pause equals find, and then I guess we'll say so like if space pause is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. No, it can't be equal to 0. So those are equivalent statements. It doesn't really matter which I use. If space pause is greater than 0, then we do the stuff that we were doing before. Otherwise, it's much simpler. Otherwise, command text equals merge texts, and command text equals merge text, and merge text equals blank. Wait. Oh wait, we are checking if spacebar is greater than 0. Oh wait a second. So why is it coming out weird? Hold on, undo. Maybe it is supposed to work and it's just not working for other reasons. So wait, space pause. Oh, is it because I'm not setting command text? If space pause is greater than 0, command text plus equals space. Wait. Why is command text plus? Oh yeah, because we slap it back together at the end. Okay, so yeah, it's probably just messing up because we're not saying command. It's command text equals merge text. Yeah, that's I guess. Yeah, right. Because we're setting. Oh, we're setting command text equal. Right. So we actually only have to do this if. Well, command text equals merge text. Uh, if command text equals role. Yeah. Oh no. Wait. So hold on. Because like even if command text equals role, that doesn't necessarily mean we. I think we kind of want to be checking if. Yeah, I think we just want to change the order because if space position is greater than. If the else case to if space position is greater than 0 is this. So maybe we'll put this first and then this will just be the else case to if roll. I think maybe I don't know if that's gonna work exactly, but let's try it. So if this comes first, uh, if oops, I have that twice. What are you listening to? Uh, watermelon. Watermelons are delicious. I don't think I've heard this before. I'll have to listen to it later because I don't have audio enabled on my other computer. Uh, if it's as if it's as good as it sounds, then uh, oh, oops, I put it in the wrong folder. But other than that, um, uh, thank you. I like music recommendations. Um, I don't know if that was necessarily intended as a recommendation, but I'm taking it that way. So there. Okay, yeah. So if space position is greater than 0, only if space position is greater than 0 do we want to do any of this stuff. Oops. And then the else case to if space position is greater than 0 is this. And then, so is this conditional still going to hold up, or is this going to get weird? So is space position plus 1 is space position plus 1 is greater than the length of merge text. Oh, this is the case where we end in a space character. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, why do we keep indexing it to space position plus 1? Wait, merge text. Wait. Why is that necessary? If space position plus 1 is greater than the length of merge text, then we know that indexing it to the space position plus 1 is just going to make it blank. But I guess that's fine. I don't know. I'll test that case to see if it is weird or what. Alright, so run archery. Invalid syntax, where? Oh, else, not if. Yeah. Oops. What's happening? Save that. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of a departure from what we were working on before, but let's say, so roll. Count characters. Still eats it. Why does it still eat it? Well, that's a weird case. So let's try bonus. Still eats that too. I guess maybe it's just not setting it correctly at the end. Like when it puts it back together. Pev insert. Oh, look at this. We're doing -3. Final text -3. Why are we doing final text -3? Because we have one of these at the end. So maybe we should actually, yeah. So maybe we should be doing the. So for li in chunks. So yeah. So let's say right, because there are no chunks. So we say if the length of of chunks is greater than 0, then we'll say final text equals final text indexed to the second, to like the, you know, close to the end, and then right, okay. So I think that was most of what was trashing the rest of it, but we'll see. All right, so if we have the roll command and no space, okay, it saves it. It doesn't eat it, so that's good. What if there is a space character? It eats the space character, but it doesn't eat the rest of it. That's fine. It doesn't need to eat the space character, but whatever. So what if it's there? If it's just the roll command? Whoa, that's weird. Oh gosh, what's happening? So that's weird. So, let's do what then? I don't know. Let's look at why that would be the case. It's got to be something with that conditional that we just retuned. So command text. So if yeah right. So space position equals merge text dot find space. Oh, at space position +1. And then command text equals merge text indexed from indexed up to the end of the space position plus, why is it why are we saying plus the empty string? Shouldn't it be like, if anything, plus the space character? Maybe that was why I was eating the space character before. But like adding in the empty string is like pretty unnecessary in my experience. Oh, you have a question. Have I ever tried working on a profanity filter before? You've been trying to make one and you have fixed quite a few of the issues. The only real problem is that it has right now, it only looks for exact word matches. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the problem, right? Like, for any like profanity filter you implement, it's either going to fail to catch people who are intentionally working around it or typos, or it's going to eat too many words. Because like shift, the word shift, SHIFT, that's exactly what you just said. It's an obscene word that just has a random other letter inserted into it. So like if you tried to search for words, well, so I guess what you could do is like you could I mean it's a lot of processing, right? Like, because that's suddenly a lot of words that you have to look into. So you could do a few things, right? You could do like so like if you just wanted to search for like random character insertions, you could not just check the word itself through your profanity filter. You could, for each letter in the word, you could one by one remove the first letter, check the remaining word through the profanity filter. If that clears, remove the second letter, send that through the profanity filter, and so on and so forth. And then you'd have like, well, so then shift would fail. Shift would get flagged by the profanity filter. So if you want, like, one thing you could do in that case is have an override wherein if the word don't just have the bad list, have the good list too. Have like a regular dictionary. And so you can say then, okay, so shift failed on that check. However, in this case, you probably wouldn't even run that check, because the first thing that you do is you'd say, is shift a word? Is shift a real word? But then you get into things like, I mean, language support and like localization and like proper nouns. Like if someone's name was like, well, I won't come up with an example, but you can think of like, you know, take a dirty word and like put a letter in it such that it sounds like someone's name, maybe. I don't encourage you to do that in chat right now, but like as a mental exercise. Yeah, so part of the reason I don't like work on things like that is because they're kind of like a pit. Like you can, like for any system you come up with, like, okay, so the core of the problem is that the core of the problem is that language is how we use it. And so it doesn't matter like what people type. What matters, what's profane is what people intone. So even if you had like, even if all you could do was like nod your head at people, like literally if like all we could do to communicate was like nod our head, like we didn't have mouths, we couldn't speak, people would come up with an obscene way to nod one's head. And so like, for no matter what like communication is allowed, like people are going to find a way to like convey bad communication. Just as an example, yeah, language is really tough. I thank you, legendary neurotoxin. That was a great example. Uh, um, I usually when I'm working on games, I just say cut text, like cut all text from the game. It makes everything so much simpler. And then I made a text-based game, but whatever. Uh, I just one quick example. In Hearthstone, all you can do is you can choose from six prefabricated statements. You can say hello, you can say sorry, you can say oops, you can say uh, there's a random threatening statement, and then there's like several others. People are so annoying in that game. People are so annoying in that game. Literally, it's as if they only have six characters to work with, right? There are six symbols, and all they can do is they can only say symbols, and they can only say symbols once every like 5 seconds or so. You can't even spam them really, but people come up with ways to within that system, and it's not literally obscene language in that context, but it's like language that's unwelcome, and like people are just like trolls are like ridiculously inventive, and so like yeah, I don't know. Uh, if you come up with a solution to like how to make people not be rude to each other, then like that's like Nobel Prize like stuff right there. So good luck to you. But if you insist on like if you really have to implement something like that and you need tips, like I'm happy to like brainstorm that or like talk through that stuff with you because that's what I'm here for. Uh, uh, um, I typically do as much as I can to like encourage people not to be obscene in chat, but like just for the purpose of like actual computer science, like if people legitimately want to help Colt Zero test his, no, I'm not even gonna, no, never mind, I said nothing. um Colt, let us know if you really need help. Let us know if you need help, and then maybe, I don't know. I just like I don't want to open the floodgates because I don't want to ban like everyone, but I will if I have to, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay. So yeah, so what was happening with our roll text that was like, uh, why was it like multiplying and like expanding? Oh, is it because we're not rinsing merge text here? What? Why is it that we're not rinsing merge text here? Excuse me. That seems crazy to me. Like when we were testing it earlier, like it did seem to omit the command phrase in order to it's like when it was like bonus like 1 2 3 4 5, like it did seem to accurately convey 5 characters, but like how, like where is it setting merge text to be the correct length? Is it in one of these else cases? The length of merge text is greater than 0. And merge text not equals, or merge text 0, yeah. So yeah, so where are we adding merge text? Because we must be doing it like correct in some cases and then not correct in others. Merge text, merge text equals merge text. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're just not doing it here. Maybe I broke that when I changed like how the else's and the ifs and whatnot. So merge text I feel like in both of these cases, yeah, maybe this is just supposed to be outside the conditional. Because I feel like it should be the same in both cases. Uh, Maybe I'm wrong though. Let's see what that does. Right? Yeah. I feel like this is, and this isn't like specifically the role case. This is like anytime there are multiple, uh, so your profanity filter, it doesn't just look for strings, it looks for substrings as well. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what? With a blacklist, including white space that messages. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, basement. Oh man, basement. If you told me that basement would have gotten flagged for profanity, like I would have been like, yeah, like you're saying, I never would have gotten that. I never would have. I never would have figured that out. If if yeah. Yeah, doing the substrings like that. Like if I was gonna try and implement a profanity filter, I don't know if I'd do substrings because, like you say, like there are profanity, like profanity exists as substrings in language that is not itself profane. So again, this kind of like gets into the whole thing about like how deep down the rabbit hole are you gonna go. Um, I mean like typically like I guess like the approach, yeah, like right. So a robot's never going to really know, at least not for a long time. A robot's not going to actually accurately assess whether someone is being rude or not, um, because like they're like human interaction is like very nuanced, very subtle. So I think the way a lot of text filtration works is that it basically it like clears off as much as possible, and then there's almost always like in pretty much any system you're going to find the human element as well. So basically like so let's take Twitch chat for example. Twitch chat like has like filtering that does a lot, and then there's moderators, right? So in order to find like a system like as perfect as a human moderated system without humans, like again it's like it's about trade-off. It's about like how much text processing can you afford to do. um like for example, if you're going to be like so let's say for example that you're working on like a bot that operates in like a Twitch channel. Some Twitch channels have literally like hundreds of thousands of people in them, and so in order to process like that volume of text, like you can't really afford to spend that much time like hunting and searching for like any possible like combination of words that like could possibly show like if you're going to like spend you're just going to spend like disturbing amounts of processing time on all of that, and you're still not going to get great results. So um um basement. Oh man. Saturday. Saturday is just aggressive because that's not even such a bad word. I mean, I guess I can see how they wouldn't want people saying it, but like, oh man, no, that's just funny. Okay. Um, so wait, is this working now? Did I fix it, or like, is it still broken, but just in different ways, or like, what do we got going on now? All right, so like, roll. Good. Roll with space. It still eats the space. I don't know what that's about. So roll with another word. Still duplicates it. Why are you duplicating it? Why are you duplicating it? I don't get it. Uh, oh. Because this is never happening. Because it's coming back as -1. Oh, yeah. So, I'm just gonna say at this point, if space pause equals, if space pause is less than 0, we'll say space pause equals negative, no, equals the length of merge text. Right, because it's failing to find the second space character, and so it's saying that the space position is -1, and so then when we set the merge text equal to indexing from the space position +1, the merge text is like getting all of the command text. So merge text -1. So we're just gonna trick it out. Oh wait, but if we say the position of the space character is the length of merge text -1, then when we try and index it, this will be indexing it at the length of merge text, and that is an invalid character position. So is it actually length of merge text -2? Is that how that works? Let's see what that does. I'm actually not sure how tkinter like indexes these things, or like how the string command, like the find operation. Yeah, so roll Excelsior. Oh, I didn't change that one, so let's jump straight to the right. So it actually like ate part of the string there. But if I did it otherwise, if I just did -1, like this feels more right, but like, oh no, that's not even right. No, I can't cheat space pause. I can't cheat space pause because if I try and cheat space pause, then it's just gonna screw up other things. So what I really have to do is just oh, space pause +1 is never going to exceed the line. This is never actually going to evaluate. Maybe this is just a flawed premise. And maybe this shouldn't be an else case. Wait. Right, because if space pizzazz yeah. Okay, so we have to do this first, actually. Outside of the if space pause is greater than 0 thing, because space pause might be less than 0 after this happens. So we have to, right. So we were right to change this, but we still have to change it further. All right, so let's cut this out and let's move this up. So space position, merge text window. So the first thing that we'll say is if command text equals roll. And I think we don't have to do this. I don't think we need an else case after that. I'll see if whatever was supposed to go there, I'll have to look into it, but whatever. So space position equals, okay. So right, so if roll, and then this isn't just roll, this is any command for which we'll have multiple, like any command for which there's a second word. So if space position, so we look again for space position. And if space position returned as -1 the first time, it'll still just return as -1. So this doesn't change anything. We should probably hold off on checking the command text thing though, because like we still haven't checked if this is even a valid approach. Like if we even have a valid space position. Because if we don't have a valid space position, then we can do very different things, right? We can just say command text equals merge text equals blank. Okay, so what if we do have a valid command text? Then see, so while we're on the topic of language, like everyone read what Legendary Neurotoxin said as like a boss. Um, but like, I mean, like in order to, like if boss was a word that you didn't want said in chat, you'd have to like do find replaces to like convert O's to AUs, or like how do you do that? Like phonetics, right? Like again, it's because like these characters aren't like characters don't mean anything. Like the little symbols that we use to represent language, they don't themselves mean anything. We use them to intone things, and like we intone things that are appropriate or we intone things that are inappropriate. And like yeah, so like yeah, I don't know. So let's yeah, I think I was like I don't know, my logic here was just a little weird, but now it's better. I think. I think something as simple as this is correct now. Uh I guess the difference being like it does still technically eat our space characters. I think it'll probably still eat our space characters, but let's see what it does actually. Roll. It might just crash or something cool like that. Nope. Okay, so it correctly does nothing there. And then with a space character, it'll probably eat it. Yeah, it eats the space characters, but I don't care about that. Like, like that's such a minor case to something that really doesn't matter. So roll. If there's like that, then oh, it still eats the space character. That's awkward. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Um, so it looked for the space character and it found it, and then it saw that the command text was roll. Oh no, we're not setting the command text, are we? We never set the command text. So so this never evaluated. Uh, well, so there's that. Wow, how did I lose that? All right, so command text equals merge text indexed up to the space character. I feel like I want to already like upfront check if space position is greater than 0. Yeah, I guess I want to check that twice actually. So maybe I should just have basically like separate sections where roll checks for space greater than 0. Hmm. Yeah, it's not that duplicative. Uh, so so if space position is greater than 0, then uh, so the else is that command text. Yeah, so the else is still that command text equals merge text equals blah blah blah. So then we'll say so in this case we'll say command text equals merge text up to space position. Um, but then we'll say if roll merge text equals. We don't have to worry about merge text yet because we'll do this regardless at the end after we figured out the rest of the space position stuff. Yes. So, oh no, we do need an else case here. Right, we do need an else case here. Else. Okay, so maybe we don't do this regardless. Because the else case is the case where we say command text. Do we do anything with space position at this point? Do we use space position after this point for anything, or is it just for? No, it's just used up front for determining. Yeah. Okay. So all we have to do here is come up with a clean command text, and then this is one of. So this is this case also. Command text just equals merge text equals nothing. Yeah, okay. And then hypothetically, if we had a command like roll has 2 terms to it. If there was a command that had 3 terms to it, then we would want to just keep going, just like do this like however many times we needed to do it. All right, so it'll probably still eat the spaces in at like when the spaces don't matter, but hopefully now it won't eat the spaces when the spaces do matter. So roll space, like it's